Hello, you're watching Asao channel. I'm Jasper, and today I'm going to be talking about February in the UK. What's the weather like in February? The weather's usually very cold in February as it's still winter in the UK. This year has been particularly strange because we did have one long week of snow in the middle of February across the entire country, including in London, where the snow actually settled. It was snowing for about 3 or 4 days in London and almost all week in other parts of the UK. And then about 2 weeks later, there was sunshine and about maybe 14 or 15 degrees, and just you were able to sit outside and sit in the sun. It was very, very strange. But usually it's not like that. Usually it's quite cold throughout February. So this is signs of global warming, I think. How long does winter last in the UK? Winter usually lasts all the way up to about the middle of March, so it's not that different from in Japan, I think. Does it snow in the winter in the UK? As I mentioned before, we have had some snow already this year. This is not always the case. I think usually we have snow probably every 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years. So it depends on the year really as to whether we have snow, especially snow that settles. I think that this is because of the weather system in the UK, that sometimes we get weather coming from the Atlantic, which can be more warm. Sometimes we have the weather coming in from Siberia and from Russia, which is what's happened this year, and so that's why we got some very cold weather this year. Do you have any winter festivals like Yukimatsuri in Sapporo? I don't think we do. I'm pretty sure that we don't, because we don't get consistent snow every year, so we can't have things like Yukimatsuri, like a snow festival, because we just don't know if we're going to get snow every year. So we don't have anything specific like that kind of festival in February. What winter sports are popular in the UK? This is a good question. British people do like winter sports, and we do enjoy going to places like France and Italy, to the Alps in Europe, to ski and to snowboard. A lot of people do that. It's quite popular. When it does snow in the UK, we like to go to parks, and usually people will have something like a sledge or a toboggan. So a sledge is something that you would sit on directly on the snow, and then you'd be able to slide down a hill. And a toboggan is more of a kind of children's toy, so it has kind of 2 ski-like parts of it, and then you sit on the top of it, so it's more like a kind of vehicle really. So again, it's quite similar to a sled, except that it's actually quite high off the ground, and so it would be a similar situation where you would slide down a hill. It's so much fun, and if you ever come to England and there is snow, then I recommend that you try to find a sledge or something like that. But I'm sure that these things happen in Japan, in Nagano and in Sapporo, so have fun. Do you have special events and celebrations like Setsuban in February? We don't have any celebrations exactly like Setsuban in February, but we do have the beginnings of the religious festivals leading up to Easter. So this starts with Shrove Tuesday, which we call Pancake Day as well. So on Pancake Day we would just eat English style pancakes. So this is not similar to what you might be used to in Japan with American style pancakes, which are quite thick, and it's not like a crepe from France, which are very thin. It's somewhere in between. So we make the pancakes with flour and egg and milk, I think. Whisk it all up and then pour it onto a frying pan, and so it becomes like a slightly thicker crepe. We also eat this traditionally with sugar and lemon. is the best way to enjoy English pancake. Some people like maple syrup and other things that you would use on other styles of pancake as well. But lemon and sugar is great. So that's Shrove Tuesday, and that is the beginning of the preparations for Lent. So we eat lots of pancakes in a way of kind of stuffing ourselves before what comes the next day, which is Ash Wednesday. And Ash Wednesday is traditionally the beginning of the Lent festival, which is a Christian festival, which is in celebration of and memory of Jesus's 40 days and 40 nights in the desert where they had no food and no water. So some Christian people will fast for this time. So it is 40 days leading up to Easter, which happens around the end of March, beginning of April, depends on the year. So those are two festivals that happen in February. And then, of course, there is Valentine's Day. So everybody around the world in Western society celebrates Valentine's Day, I think. It's very different from in Japan. In Japan, I know that women traditionally make chocolates and give them to men. Whereas on Valentine's Day in the UK, the giving and receiving is more mutual, I think. It's expected that we give each other gifts, maybe roses or chocolates and things like that. I think that men are expected to do a little bit more on Valentine's Day to show their love to their partner. But it's not the same. It's not one way and then having another day specifically for the men to give to the women, like White Day in Japan. But what do we do on Valentine's Day in England? So we give maybe roses and chocolates to our loved ones. We give cards. Maybe we have a special evening, maybe go on dates and go to a restaurant or something like that, or maybe stay at home and cook for loved ones. Am I romantic? I think so. Yeah, I think I am quite romantic, and when I do have a girlfriend, I always try to treat her and give her lots of things on Valentine's Day. But it's not always about Valentine's Day. Every day is Valentine's Day, so be good to your girlfriend or your wife or your boyfriend or your husband, and give them lots of things all the time. It's so much better. Do you have an equivalent to White Day? As I've mentioned before, Valentine's Day is the love day, so we don't have two different love days for one person giving to the other. It all happens on the same day in England. What will be happening this February? Again, like I said in January, February will be very quiet. We are still in lockdown in the UK, but vaccinations have started and they've progressed quite rapidly. So, for example, my parents are over 65 and they've already had their vaccine. I think we're now at around people over 50 and also people between the ages of 16 and 65 who are vulnerable to other medical conditions. They've already started being vaccinated. So I think everybody who will get the vaccine will be vaccinated by the summer. So what's happening in February? Not very much at all, really, but things are starting to look a bit more positive. Thank you very much for watching. Asao Language School offers lessons in a variety of different languages. If you'd like more information or to book lessons, please visit our website in the link below. If you're enjoying our videos, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Please leave any comments in the comments box below if you'd like to give any feedback. See you next time.
はい、こんにちは。浅尾翼です。Chatterboxのシリーズでは主に英語の勉強に関する情報を発信しております。また、日本語教師を目指されている方にもちょっとしたねヒントをティップを提供するようなそんなコンテンツも発信しております。下の説明欄の方にリンクがありますので、そちらをクリックしていただけるといろんな追加情報が見られると思います。このシリーズ面白いと思った方はぜひグッドボタンとチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。